Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Spade Adventures. I'm Jen Spins, welcoming you guys back to my gaming unboxing channel, where today we have another wonderfully chilly unboxing for you guys. This time in the world of Mario Jakks Pacific. And I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those themed unboxings that I've been sitting on for way too long, and I've been saying to myself, oh, I need to make sure I record this in a specific month and then upload it in that specific month because it's themed to a season, and if I put it out at any other season, then people will be like, why are you posting a Christmassy, wintry thing in the summer? And then it just gets backlogged whether I record it or not. So I'm saying, you know what? I need to clean up a bunch of my stuff so that I can display that stuff, and I also want to put content out for you guys. So we're doing it right now in between Splatoon 3 recordings. So I'm also mildly rushed at the same time because, you know, that's the best time to make content, when you're artificially rushing yourself. Anyway, though, today's unboxing is going to be two things. First of all, dun -dun -dun -dun, we have Penguin Mario, and the second thing you guys will know from the thumbnail, but we'll get to in a little bit. And I gotta say, I am very excited about Penguin Mario, as he ended up debuting inside of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, not the DS one, which actually came first, and I thought they were closer. That one was like 2006. New Super Mario Bros. Wii actually came out November 12th, 2009. And this was a big part of my childhood. It was one of the first ever times I actually explored 2D Mario. Being able to play those series of games was always very fun, even if I do look back on them and say they did a little bit too much of the same thing by the time we got to New Soup U being ported to the Switch as a deluxe version. I mean, at that point, ports, new versions, it was literally like the 7th version with the title New Super Mario Brothers, because New Super Luigi Brothers was also a thing. And then, like, if you want to go even further, Mario Maker has that theme and Mario Run has that theme. Now we have Mario Wonder. So we have that fresh take. So I can fondly talk about this stuff instead of begrudgingly talk about this stuff. But Penguin Mario is one of the cutest power-ups in all of existence. In theory, it is basically just an evolved version of the Ice Flower, as you can shoot a bunch of ice balls out, freeze your enemy, pick your enemy up, and throw them. But unlike the Ice Flower, you are able to slide around like a little penguin, and you're dressed like a penguin in overalls. And I mean, come on. Who would not want to be dressed like a penguin in overalls? That's just the cutest little thing. I think out of all the people who have worn the penguin suit, I like Luigi's the best, just because I do like Luigi over Mario, and Luigi's just so wholesome, so seeing him as a penguin, just like boop, 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 and then sliding around, it's just super cute. Plus, to be fair, for Mario, out of any ice power, I feel like the Mario Galaxy Ice Flower is one of the coolest power-ups, and even became a driver inside of Mario Kart Tour. Which, by the way, this was also playable in Mario Kart Tour alongside, I believe, Penguin Toad and maybe Penguin Luigi. I don't fully remember because there's so many drivers in Mario Kart Tour that it's kind of hard to keep track of. Anyway, though, let's open this cute guy up. My god, the box is so, like, scrunched up, too. Yeah, that was super easy. Hey, shoutouts, man. Shoutouts. Yeah, in the last few years, they did make a plush of Penguin Mario with the brand Sine. Though, unfortunately, at the time, I did not have the money to be able to spend on it, and it was also in Japan only, or the like Nintendo store. So there wasn't really a good way for me to get it unless I went on to PlayAsia and had the money. So it's unfortunate, but I'm hoping one day that I will be able to get a plush of this guy. So I feel like if you've seen enough of my videos on Jakks Pacific Mario, you'll have probably seen this coin being unboxed. So we won't go over this, but we will go over the cute little waddling Mario. Boop, 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 boop. Yahoo! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. He's so freaking cute. What makes it very interesting for a build like Penguin Mario is you have a lot less parts that you need to move. You don't exactly have like the hand joints or the ankle joints, because for this suit to work, they had to cut off Mario's hands and legs. No, I'm kidding. That's dark. He probably just has it be to where his hands are just really tightly scrunched up in these fins, and you probably shouldn't think about it too much. Or maybe it's like magic powers, and for some reason this penguin suit is able to just magically make your hands and your legs disappear, and he really is just from the waist down actually a penguin. Like this penguin part, these fins, this stomach, that's real penguin. It's just that for some reason Mario got to keep his head, so they perfectly made the animal forms inside of Mario Wonder, and it's all a big Mario Power conspiracy to turn everybody in the Mushroom Kingdom into an animal. I'm on to you, Nintendo. I figured you out. But silly dark humor aside, that does mean that there is less joints that they have to make, since you only have the arm joints being able to move, and these are pretty fluent. They're also really fun to move around, just being like, wee, flap, 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 flap. And then you have the ankle joints here, which, I mean, to be fair, it's more so leg joints being able to move up and down to have Penguin Mario running, which does feel pretty good. This one is seemingly having a tricky time because for some reason, the ball joint is to left and right, even though the ankle joint is not set to that. Oh, you can move the ankles on this. Okay, that's weird. That's super weird. So if you do have yours just manufactured to the side, you can move the foot. It's just really awkward because it's a tiny little joint to move. And fortunately, I'm not really planning on moving those around except to be able to really stand them up. So overall, the build is really nice with the head being able to move back and forth, and it looks like you maybe can move it up and down with this one joint here, but I'm not sure because it looks like it can't, and it's like a little coin slot, which must be why they gave us the coin. And then you put it in his head and he waddles. Yeah, but overall, the suit itself is really nice looking with a really good sculpt. His face with the mustache, the sideburns, the eyes, and the eyebrows, all looking nice and peak. Perfect Mario face right there, and just adds that charm to the penguin suit, along with the little hat bill. That's the one last part of Mario that is still in there. The rest is just swallowing him up. And for some reason, the penguin suit, as a power-up, it has eyes. And realistically, he's wearing the penguin suit, so it's kind of weird that they didn't add the eyes up top. And I kind of wish they did. Though maybe they thought that would look a little too cheesy or something. But this is interesting because the overalls are red, and they do have the little buttons there, with it being pushed down so you can see the belly there from the side and from the top. And then if you turn it to the side, it's pushed upwards with the little tail on there. It's adorable. And the figure actually does have the little grooves in there that the overall would have. So overall, the figure is just really freaking nice. So, like I said before, Penguin Mario is not the only thing that we are going to be looking at, because we also have the Frosted Glacier, which, as far as I know, I believe this is a part of New Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's possible it's from New Super Mario Bros. U, though, because I don't remember the names, and let's be honest, the worlds are basically the same themes anyway, just with little tweaks to make them have a different feeling. But they're not really different enough for me to be able to tell from game to game. Unless we're talking about like New Super Mario Bros. DS, since that game did have like a volcano world and stuff like that. Which I kind of wish we got more merchandise from that game. Because out of all of them, it's one of the more unique ones, and it kind of stands on its own nicely. I need to play it again at some point. But with that being said, it is time to open this up. And I don't think I actually uploaded the last Mario playset that I've done. But if this goes up before that, I will say setting up a Mario playset or any Jakks-specific playset is hell. It is so hard to do because they make it where it's manufactured in a way Okay, sorry, the tape is being weird. But it's manufactured in such a way where everything is so precise to put together. And honestly, for the most part, I usually don't get these just because of that fact. Like, it took me such a long time to set up Bowser's Castle, because then it had stickers and it had precise things, and at some point, like an hour recording, I just deleted because I got way too frustrated. So in a time crunch, probably shouldn't be doing this, but it is at least a lot smaller, and we can at least go over the different figure parts and hope that I can put this together really quick to be able to show it off. So first thing we're going to be unboxing and opening up is going to be the piranha plant here, which overall it looks pretty good. And you can actually open the mouth up. It looks like you can maybe pull them out too. Yeah, there's a little slider there, which just might connect to something later on. You can also move the leaves a little bit. This kind of reminds me of like in the Mario movie when they did like the little training course and you had the like metal piranhas. What's interesting is when it's closed, it does actually like hold like in the game where it's like sideways, and then you open it and it's like, ah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the modeling itself is pretty good too, and if you didn't know about the joint and it was like this, then honestly, you just probably think it was a regular piranha in pipe type of figure. And I'm almost surprised they haven't sold anything like this like standalone. But I'm really glad that they put it in a playset, because it just looks really cool, and it's really fun to just move around. Like, maybe you just need a fidget toy as you're, like, working on stuff, and you can just, like, move in and out. Yeah, I'm going to be working on college homework, and I'm just going to be doing this to calm my nerves. Next up, we have the coolest penguin around, which, man, I absolutely love that we have a figure of this guy now. He's a very silly Mario enemy because it's literally just a penguin with sunglasses. And yeah, Mario Galaxy gave us some really cool, awesome penguins. I love the penguins in that universe. But like these enemies, they're just so chill. And what's cool about them is that when you stomp on them, their glasses just fly off. And on this figure, it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but behind the glasses, they put two little dot eyes there. So they go from like the cooler Daniel to just Daniel. And I just absolutely love that. I also love the fact that they have them in their sliding pose. Everything here, from the color to the sculpt of it, looks really nice as well. And this figure alone, almost worth it just for this. This and the piranha plant. If I can't piece this together, I might just put these in like my regular shelf, just on their own. And the last figure of the characters we have is the worst version of Ice Mario. I mean, not Penguin Mario. I mean, Ice Mario. As God intended? I guess that means Nintendo is God. Anyway, though, looking at Ice Mario, the color blue is just really nice, and you'd think this would be one of my favorites because of the fact of how, like, beautiful the blue is. And to be fair, even if you are the third, like, best version of Ice Mario, that doesn't really say anything bad, because the Ice Flower is still a really fun power-up to use, and just overall, it's a nice design. Of course, the ice power-up does have a flaw where you can friendly fire your other, like, allies with the frozen enemies, and you can bonk them with it. I don't know why they added this. It is so silly, and I ADHD momented the one day playing it with my siblings, and just every time I got it, I would throw the icicle guy to them, and I would just say popsicle, and it would hit them, and they would just look at me like, why? But yeah, overall, it's a really nice figure. I don't know why they never changed the red to like a dark blue or that ice blue. I'm guessing the ice blue so it didn't like blend in, but it would have been nice if they did change the M to actually fit with the hat. That being said though, you do still have the red overalls, just like on the penguin suit, and the sculpt of this is really nice. It's a 2.5 figure as well. So this guy won't take up too much space, and these 2.5 figures only have joints on their arms and their heads. They don't have anything in their ankles or their legs. I did not expect that to happen. Just opened the bag and it flew. Okay, guys, I did it. I gotta say, out of all the Jakks specific stuff I've put together, this has got to be the easiest one by far. The beach one was really tricky because things kept popping out of them. Because there was a platform and you had to put the palm tree in, and every time I put it in, it kept like falling apart. But this one, it was mostly just making sure you put them in correctly. If you put this one in first, you couldn't get this one in. But then once I realized that, I was able to get it done. But overall, I think this is probably the best out of all the play sets that I've done for multiple reasons. So first off, it actually is not just collectible. Like, there's a lot you can do with this thing. First off, like we mentioned before, you have the piranha plant, which now that this is in there, it is sticking. So I'm just gonna move him up and just have him go like chomp, chomp, chomp. And he does actually have a little joint there too, so we could be like, "Hello, Mario, how you doing? I'm gonna chomp you to death. Goodbye now. I'm going home." Never mind. He's not going home. He's just staying. And then you also have this platform that raises up and down. So that I actually kept Mario on that platform. That's kind of impressive. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that being able to go up and down is really cool. Of course, you have to do it yourself, but it's not a big deal. And then you also do have this little coin box, which I'm not exactly sure how this works. There is like a little button on the bottom, and I'm guessing if you like tap it, yeah, it kills Mario. As all coin boxes do, guys. You've played Mario Maker, right? Yeah, so that overall is just really cool. So you can put that there. And then there's also like this little button here, and I'm assuming this will make the penguin just like slide out, maybe? Oh, it doesn't. I thought he was just gonna like launch. Okay, I guess this button is just here as a button. Unless maybe he's not loaded. Oh guys, he wasn't loaded. You have to load him first. And then you press it, and he flings! Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I actually really like that. I really enjoy that. But I kinda like him like not being loaded. Because then you can just like take him out and show somebody instead of like pressing it and then potentially losing it. But overall, like compared to the games, this is actually like a really close representation of what was in there and what was in the levels. Like the backgrounds being super interactive and moving around, everything being easy to like click in. Overall, this is a really nice playset, and I really enjoy it as a collector. I'm sure that somebody who would buy it for other reasons would also really enjoy it. And not only that, we have our big old penguin Mario that we can put on there, and boom, look at that. Perfect little thumbnail. Well, it was until he fell and broke his legs. Oh, that's cute. Him just balancing on like that one foot. Oh, shout out to Editing Spins for making that thumbnail work. But yeah, I really like this, and even though we do have Bowser's Castle, I did buy a Princess Peach castle. I can't remember if it was like the... Okay, Penguin Mario, you need to chill. I can't remember if it was the normal castle or if it was the movie castle, but either way, I'm excited to see how it goes, and hopefully it's not too bad to put together. Because this one wasn't that bad. It was actually really nice. It was really chill. So if you're looking for any playset and you're like, man, I know you said Bowser's Castle was rough to put together, I actually suggest this one. It's got a lot of really cool figures. It's a really good place to start for a collection. And it's overall just a really nice setup for a level. I mean, you've got the pipes, you've got the one to the left where it's going up, you've got the brick with the dots on both sides. And just overall, like the textures on everything, it flows so nicely. So, would I recommend this? Absolutely. Anyway, though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share this out with everyone you know and love, brother, mother, sister, father, iguana, and let me know if you guys would check out this playset or Penguin Mario. I'd love to put Penguin Mario back, but I know he's just gonna fall over. But yeah, this is gonna be really fun, and I'm tempted to just bring Piranha Plant on his own to college with me again, so I can use him as a fidget toy. Oh man. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and keep Joe safe. Sorry, I can't really do the zoom in, because if I do the zoom in, everything is going to fly, and it is going to be extremely depressing. Alright, bye guys!